We are back with some more Colts franchise and a couple things to get into before we actually get into the meat of the video. If you're wondering where the Bengals videos are at, the Super Bowl just finished up over there, and so we're just now entering the offseason, so I probably won't make a video for the Bengals until we get around the third or fourth stage in the free agency. Then I'll recap all the free agency, who won the Super Bowl, and all that good stuff for the Bengals. But don't worry, that's still there. The playoffs took a little bit longer. There was some scheduling difficulties, so that's why it took a little bit. But we're basically wrapped up with the free agency here. I'm pretty much done bidding on people. There's like a very small chance I might bid on like one or two more players, but for the most part, I'm pretty sure I'm done. I got literally everyone that I tried bidding on, I won. So I'm pretty excited about that everyone I got, I won bids. But before we get into the transactions and stuff, I want to catch you guys up on all the trades that went down. There was quite a few more. Legacy's crazy at the trades, man. Legacy, I mean, especially in the earlier years when everyone's trying to build their teams how they want to do it, I mean, the trades are crazy. So first trade we got, the Patriots sending cornerback Stephon Gilmore to the Denver Broncos for a 2021 first-round pick and linebacker Von Miller. That's a very interesting one there. The Rams sent a 2021 first-round pick to the Cardinals, or not the Cardinals, the Panthers, my bad, for a 2022 first and second. The Rams user can't make the draft, so he's trading for next year's draft since he's not going to be able to make the draft. The Dolphins sent a 2021 second and third to the Minnesota Vikings for Adam Thielen. The Baltimore Ravens sent wide receiver Boykin, left guard Bozeman, and a conditional 2022 third or fourth to Chicago for a 2021 second round pick. The conditional pick evolves around the what the stats get for Boykin. I think if Boykin gets if Boykin gets 800 total yards or 10 plus touchdowns, then it's a third round pick or something like that. I don't know what, it's something around like that for the conditional pick there. Oakland sends right guard Jackson in a 2021 fifth to the New York Giants for Leonard Williams. The Ravens also sent Calais Campbell to the Seattle Seahawks for a 2021 second and a seventh. So Calais Campbell getting shipped out of Baltimore, which is probably pretty good because when we played Baltimore, Calais Campbell ruined me. He absolutely ruined me. The Rams sent wide receiver Robert Woods in a 2021 second and a fifth round pick to the Vikings for a 2022 first round pick. So the Vikings getting their Adam Thielen replacement. And I believe that was all the trades. Nope, there's a couple more here. The Chargers sent outside linebacker Owusu. I think that's how you say his name. I'm not, probably wrong. And a 2021 third round pick and a 2022 second round pick to Carolina for a 2021 first round pick. The Carolina Panthers also sent a 2021 second round pick, a third round pick, and a fifth round pick in this draft to Tennessee for linebacker Rashad Evans. I think that's his name. So he will be out of Tennessee. Don't got to worry about him. But Tennessee getting a lot of draft capital. Now here's a crazy one. The Giants send quarterback Daniel Jones to the Detroit Lions for a 2021 third round pick. The Giants, I believe, have the first pick overall, and I'm pretty sure he's picking a quarterback, so he ships out Goat Jones, and he will be going to Detroit. So Goat Jones already getting shipped out of New York, man. You hate to see it. The Denver Broncos send wide receiver Cortland Sutton and a future third round pick to the Houston Texans. So now we got to face X Factor Cortland Sutton twice a season for a 2021 second and a 2022 first. Which will be interesting. And that is all the legacy trades. I'm pretty sure we've caught up with that. I didn't make any more trades. I still have one player trade if I wanted to make, but just haven't done it yet. First things first, I did change Deontay Johnson's number. He was 18 when I got here. I changed it to 17, I believe, so he is on the team. Luke Rhodes, I did cut him. I'm pretty sure he's the long snapper in real life, but it's Madden. You don't have to have a long snapper play a long snapper, so I cut him. He's a 25 overall. If you're a big Luke Rhodes fan, I'm sorry, but he is now gone. Before we get into, I guess you saw my first one there. We'll stay on that. Before we get into the signings here, just want to let you guys know how this stuff kind of works. So every 80 overall and up, we have a silent bid system. This is for all the new guys. For all the old people, you already know how this works. But we have a silent bid system. So right now, you in free agency in Madden, you go in, you type your bid in, and it automatically shows what team, is in first with the most money and all that. So it's boring that way. It's stupid. You already know who's in first. You can just keep upping it. It's just dumb. So what we've done this for a lot of Maddens now. Every 80 overall and up gets placed in tiers. So this free agency, there was 3 groups. There was 3 days of it. There was 24 hours for each tier. The first tier was like all the high prospects. So there was like Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones, Brandon Graham. Just trying to think of who else was there. Chris Carson. Like there was a bunch of the bigger names in that. And then everyone has a day to submit their offers. It's a silent bid, so you have no clue how much other people are offering, and you have no clue if other people even offered. So you can lowball in a chance that you get it or whatever. And we have an algorithm that takes into account scheme fit, takes account like how much guaranteed money you're giving it, and then you have a percentage. And then say if like 5 people bid on Chris Carson, then the top 3 with the highest percentage should win, get in a group, and then it just rolls out of the percentage, and it will just pick, like, it just rolls it, and then boom, this person wins it. That way, it's just a lot better than, oh, okay, this dude offered this much, well, let me just up him again. I mean, it brings a lot more variety into it. It's a lot more fun that way because you're, like, on edge, like, oh, did I bid too much? Maybe I bid too low, so I got to up it again. So I'm a big fan of how we do it, but before we get into, or I guess that's pretty much everything. I guess I don't know why my commentary is pretty cheeks, but with our backup defensive tackle, we did not re-sign Autry. I thought, we needed a backup defensive tackle, or not a backup. I mean, we got a 4-3, so he's going to be starting. Puna Ford, 2 years, $14.6 million. I'm a big fan of Puna. He's a big-time run stuffer. Which, if we're playing Derrick Henry twice a season, we got to have that help inside. We have to. He's only like 25, too. We'll look at the stats here in a second, but that was like my first target. When I saw the list, I was like, I want the man here. He's like a 77 overall, I think. I don't think a single person even bid on him, which was kind of crazy. I expected maybe 1 or 2 people to go after him, but got Puna fairly easy. I was very excited about that. Second, I wanted to get a fullback on the roster just in case if Jack got hurt. He's young, 2 years, $3.12 million. He's like 26 or something, but I wanted another fullback on the roster behind Jack Doyle just in case if Jack went out. Just a backup right tackle, 1 year, 2.85. This was a huge one. So it was between me and the Cleveland Browns and the silent bids for Brandon Graham. I had a 40% chance to win it. Cleveland came in with quite a bit more money on their offer, and he had a 60% chance to win it. And I actually won the bid with a 40% chance, so he's here for 1 year, $14.1 million. We'll get into Brandon Graham in a little bit. I needed a backup quarterback with Phillip and Jacoby all leaving, so I got Ryan Fitz, $4.86 million. He's coming in for 1 year. Got Mercedes Lewis to help block, just a blocking guy. 1 year, $3.43 million. He'll be my 3rd tight end on the depth chart. That way, Jack Doyle, like, say if I haven't dug too deep in the 49ers playbook since we switched to that, but if there's like a formation, like goal line, if I'm in goal line and I got 3 tight ends, then Mercedes Lewis can come in and Jax can still play fullback. So that's kind of how I thought about that. Damian Harris, I told you guys I wanted another runner. I don't want to run Naeem Hines between the tackles and stuff. I just want him to mainly be a pass catcher. And I wasn't really a fan of Jordan Wilkins. And I saw Damian Harris just kind of hanging out there. So I was like, okay, let me throw a little cheeky little offer out there and see what happens. And I got him. So 2 years, $4.46 million. Backup left tackle there, 1 year, $2.34. Backup left guard, 1 year, $2.44. And last but not least, I brought Xavier Rhodes back, 1 year, $2.1 million. He deserves it. I mean, he deserves it. He played great in the playoffs. And he deserved to give us another year. I don't know why he decided to test free agency if he just wanted to eventually come back. But he did. We'll go through some other big-time signings just real quick. There's still some guys out there and stuff that haven't been signed yet. But we'll just go through the big ones. Aaron Jones went to the Jaguars, so we got to play Aaron Jones twice a season now. Allen Robinson went to the Falcons. Marcus Williams to the Jets. Keanu Neal to the Jets. The Jets getting two pretty big-time young safeties there. 24, Marcus Williams, and Keanu Neal at 26. Long-term deals, both there for 5 years. I mean, the Jets stacking up. Philip Lindsay went for a pretty cheap deal to the Washington football team. Yannick, look at that, dude. 49 points. I don't think a single person bid on him in the silent bids, and it was just a super low offer, and the man won it. I was looking at Yannick, but I couldn't go through with it because the dude's block shedding's like 50. It's like, fuck, dude. I mean, that is so bad. I mean, I know your other stats are good, but 50 block shedding is so bad. Melvin Ingram went to the Seattle Seahawks. Matthew Judon went to the Broncos. Justin Houston also went to the Ravens, so the Ravens shipped out some of the defensive line, but he's bringing in some pretty decent talent. To Justin Houston, we know is a scrub though, so I'm not too worried about that one. Everson Griffin also going to Cleveland. Cleveland also got Demario Davis. The Bengals got like a million offensive linemen, which they need it. They need it. Steelers got Cordero Patterson. I'll quickly just scroll through some of these just so you can see. There's still some pretty big names out there. Still available, like Gronk. No one's AK. I think AK is actually getting signed by the Saints. I think something got messed up there. I'm not too sure. Sherm's out there. Gurley, Lev Bell. I mean, there's still. Look at Ty. Ty's still out here. There's still some decent people, but a lot of the positions we really don't need, to be honest. And I don't want to spend all my money, because we got long-term plans. We got Quentin Nelson's gonna get massive payday. 5th-year option. I'm curious. Oh, it is on Quentin Nelson. Michelle Lontana, he might want a long-term contract. Do you agree? Yes. I will definitely give him my 5th year. Yes. Why not? We'll pick him up for what? There we go. So we don't even got to worry about Quentin next season. Got him locked up. I like that. I like that a lot. That's brilliant, dude. That is absolutely brilliant. But before we end the video, this video is not going to be too long. We're just going to talk about kind of my thought process and everyone. So Fitz, 68 overall. I mean, there was a couple backup quarterbacks I was looking at, but who doesn't like Ryan Fitzpatrick? I mean, the dude's a beast, man. In real life, I absolutely love watching Ryan Fitzpatrick play. So I wanted to bring him here as the backup. I think Jordan Wilkins I'm going to end up cutting, or maybe I don't know what I'm going to do with him yet. But Damian Harris, he's 24, 69 overall. Not bad. I mean, his stats really aren't that bad. 90 carrying, which I like a lot. I like the 90 carrying. Obviously, his route running is terrible, but he won't be doing that. Damian's only going to be coming in. If it's a blowout, we plop him in there. That was another problem we had. Like, if we got up big, I didn't want to run Marlon Mack because I was trying to trade him most of the season. And Hines I didn't want to because he's so tiny. And then so I just kind of stuck with Jonathan. So he'll probably come in for, I don't know how much work he'll see, but he'll see some work. So I'm happy we got him on the squad. 3 years younger than Jordan as well to roll with JT. I like that a lot. Our fullback, Danny, 27, 68 overall. Like I said, he's just here just in case Jack Doyle goes down. We got a fullback on the squad. He's got some good speed and acceleration, which is nice. So don't know how much he'll be used, but, he's here. He's on the squad. Mercedes Lewis, he's really only here, like I said, for run blocking. 74 run blocking. He was probably one of the best run blockers that were cheap, that were in free agency, so wanted to pick him up for that. Just some backup guys. This dude's a 65. We got a 63. And then we got a 66 overall. So not bad backups. They're better than the high 50 overalls that we had. Brandon Graham. So this Teray is still the future. Teray, I'm praying to God Teray pulls his head out of his ass and balls out. But we got a 1-year deal for Brandon Graham. And I don't think I'm going to start. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it yet. My thought process was, though, first and second down, Teray's in. And in obvious passing downs and third downs, Brandon Graham's coming in. We got to generate pass rush. I think we went 13-3 last season with a really 63 overall, whatever it was, Jacob Eason. I think this season can be something special if we generate more pass rush. And it's a 1-year deal, so it's like, he's got this season and then he's gone unless I really want to sign him. But I mean, the 1-year deals for veterans, they really don't mean much. I mean, especially if you're getting rid of him next season, use him for that one season and let him bounce. I mean, that's one thing I didn't do last Madden as much is take advantage of veterans who are still pretty damn good and only asking for a year because, yes, you pay a decent amount of money for them, but then they're off the books immediately. I mean, you're not stuck with them. So that was the thought process with Brandon Graham. Actually kind of pumped I won him. I didn't think I was because Cleveland did bid a lot more money than me, but I did end up winning it. Sometimes you get a little lucky. And look at these stats. I mean, this is what we want alongside Buckner. 90 power move, 87 finesse move, speed 76, okay, whatever. Acceleration 85, 89 tackling, 88 block shed, 90 play rec, 89 awareness. I mean, 87 hip. This dude's a freaking beast. He's got bull rush, spin move, swim move, big hitter, strip ball, high motor, personality. He's intense. He's freaking ready, dude. Like, this is what I need on third downs. Because on third downs, it's like drop back, pray to the gods, DeForest Buckner gets in there. So I think, let me know what you guys think, but I think I'm leaning towards Trey. I still want to give snaps. I still want to give him time because I want him to develop. He's the future for now, unless he really starts sucking and then we just decide to go away from him. But so I think he's just going to be a pass rush specialist. When I think it's a passing down, the dude's coming in and he's trying to get sacks. I'm paying him, $14 million to come get sacks. I mean, it is what it is, man. The man's here to come and get fucking sacks. That is why we got him. Right end, all we have is Ben. I'm looking at a couple guys. I'm going to be drafting a right end, fingers crossed, hopefully. We'll just have to see how the draft plays out. But there's a couple guys I'm very interested in. I just went way too far there. I went to the Cowboys, too. What am I doing here? Defensive tackle, Puna Ford. He's 25, 78 overall run stopper. I think he'll be great right next to DeForest Buckner. I really do. The dude's, that's not how he looks like in real life. I don't know why they made him look like that, but he's a good run blocker in real life. I mean, maybe I'm a homer, but on the Seahawks, if you watch any Seahawks game, this dude is on run plays. He gets in there. He's a big dude and he gets in there. So we need that facing Derrick Henry a lot. He's got 88 tackling, which is pretty good. It's okay strength, I guess. 82 block shed. I really think he's a step up from Autry too. So we'll see how he plays out. Hopefully he does some good things for us. Look at this monster. This dude's just such a monster. No linebackers we signed. God. I'm sorry. My throat has just been... my throat's been fucked for so long, man. But Xavier Rhodes, 72 overall. He regressed a little bit. He deserves it. He's actually... If I didn't have decent corners ahead of him, I'd be open to using my second match rating on him because I think right now for the week 7, what are we in real life? Are we in week 8 or 9 in real life right now? And he's an 80 overall, so I was like, Jesus Christ, I might be able to use my match rating on him, but probably not. It wouldn't be worth it because these guys are all three of these guys are ahead of him, but solid depth piece. He played great in the playoffs for us, so bringing him back. And that is it for our signings. Julian Blackmon and Malik Hooker. Still thinking about what to do here, because if we're talking about match player ratings, I get to my next one I can use once we hit week 10 in real life. I can use my next one, and Julian Blackmon I think's went up 6 overalls right now, which is very interesting. So I have to keep an eye on that. If somehow Julian Blackmon keeps dominating and just flies up an overall, we might just have to move on from Malik and just use the young lad that's just dominating. I mean, he's just dominating in real life. He's getting picked. He's being a monster. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Other than that, that is that. We are pretty much through free agency. Like I said, I might sign 1 or 2 guys here. We'll just have to take a peek, see how it's looking. I'll show you guys my draft picks before we get up out of here. We don't have much this season because I traded quite a bit of them, but we got a first round pick. It's really late, 28. Then we got a third round pick, 5th, 6th, and the 7th. So defensive end hopefully is one of these 2 picks. We'll just have to see how the draft lays out. We don't have a second-round pick next draft, but we do have a pick in every draft. I'm hoping to not trade any of these picks in the next draft because I do like getting that young talent. This just, we just had to make things had to happen. We had to make some plays, and I'm happy with how the offseason played out. Let me know what you guys think about our offseason signings. I didn't want to go too crazy, too wild, because I got quite a bit of people to re-sign. So let me know how you guys think I did, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be at the end of the NFL draft.